most important updates in Pokemon history. Back in 2007, Pokemon did something that completely changed the series forever. When the Nintendo DS came out, fans were excited about the new Generation 4 games, Diamond and Pearl, yet there was one massive problem that the Nintendo developers needed to figure out before the games' release: how to bring Pokemon from the older Game Boy Advance games into the new generation. For years, players had hundreds of Pokemon sitting on old cartridges. So many felt like their new Pokemon may be lost forever with the introduction of new console games. But that all changed the moment PAL Park was introduced. You see, PAL Park wasn't just a small feature, as it was the very moment that Pokemon figured out how to let players migrate their old teams into the new generation of consoles, as the DS had 2 cartridge slots, one for DS games and one for GBA games, so Game Freak used that to pull off something no one thought was possible. Players could insert their old Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald cartridge, then the game would recognize it instantly, showing a new option to migrate Pokemon straight from the older titles, and suddenly, you could see your old Pokemon appear on the new screen, ready to be migrated. But Game Freak actually added on unique feature that made PAL Park exciting. The thing is, once you picked 6 Pokemon to transfer, you had to actually go find them again inside the PAL Park. It wasn't just a menu screen, as it was like a mini safari zone with different biomes like grass, mountains, ponds, and oceans where your own Pokemon would be hiding. You had to chase them down and catch them with special park balls that always worked, so every transfer felt like reuniting with a lost friend instead of just pressing a button. And thanks to PAL Park, a Pokemon you caught back in 2003 can still be transferred all the way up to modern games today, over 20 years later.